I cannot wait to show you how I achieved these beautiful curls today. They're super juicy, voluminous, flirty, they just have so much life. Okay, so if you want to see how we got this look, stay tuned for this video. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Okay, so let's get started at the bowl cap. Guys, we are in the crack of the summer. We are in the thick of it. Y'all don't understand the type of heat that's going on right now in New York. And if y'all did understand, y'all would stop taking trips over here right now because it's not making no sense. Right now, it's 95 degrees, and they said that today, well, I think that's the highest for the day. 95 or 96, something like that. They said it's going to feel like 104 degrees today. Absolutely ridiculous. So first thing I do is just tuck back all of my baby hairs and my edges along my hairline, just to protect my edges from this glue. I tuck back everything. You can use whatever product you want. I use the Ebon edge holder. Yeah, so this is what we're using for that. So I'm gonna use for my bowl cap instead of doing the bowl cap method, when I really just don't feel like doing it, I just slick my edges back, put on a wig cap to protect my hair from the friction with the wig, and I'd apply the makeup that I'm gonna use on my cap. And basically I do the same thing. It's the same process, I just don't do the bowl cap method. The shade I'm using is from the brand Ruby Kisses. This is the Mineral Powder Foundation. I know lots of people are in love with the cream. I love the cream as well. But I feel like when I know I'm just not leaving this hair on for too long, there's no need to waste that powder. I mean, that cream. You know what I'm saying? That cream foundation, it really helps with, you know, glue installs for sure. But when you know you ain't leaving that hair on for too long, save your product, sis. Save your product. The shade I'm using is RMP 15. It's called Cognac. And yeah, now just proceed as usual. You would just clean down your skin with the alcohol, prep it with some skin prep spray, and apply your layers of glue and keep it moving. Okay, so before we get into the installation, just a couple details about this wig. The company name is Rina Hair. You can find them on Amazon. The unit that they had sent me is a 13x4 20-inch chocolate brown, not ginger brown, it's a chocolate brown wig. And some of it I already curled. I'm gonna curl the rest for you guys on camera so you can see exactly how I do it. The hair density is very, very nice. 20 inches, you may think that that's not super long, but it does so many hairstyles. And keep in mind, this is a reinstallation, as you do not see any lace. I have cut the lace off already. And I did give this wig a trim just to fit like my face and how I prefer to wear my unit. So if anything, I'm kind of glad that I didn't buy a longer unit. You know, depending on what type of girl you are, what type of styles you're going for. I knew I was going for shorter hairstyles, so I ended up trimming it. I absolutely love it. The lace melts very, very well into my skin, which you guys are gonna see in the video. And one feature that came with it that I absolutely love. Oh, so this is the lace cap size. This is the cap size for the unit. It's pretty much your standard 13x4. You don't really get a lot of parting sides towards the corners of the frontal, but at least you can maximize on your hairstyles within the center of this 13x4. One feature that came with it that I really appreciated is this wig band. They have it with hooks, so I feel like that's perfect, you know what I'm saying? This actually makes it even more glueless. I'm just not gonna use it for glueless right now because of the weather. If the weather was cool and this was wintertime, you wouldn't have to ask me twice. I wouldn't even have to ask myself. We already know what we're doing. You know what I'm saying? When it's wintertime, you save your glue. When it's summertime, you bring out the glue. That's just me personally. But yeah, I definitely appreciate it. I'm not gonna be using it in this install. I'm just gonna stick to the normal bands that they give you at the bottom. And there were 3 combs that were attached to it, but I ended up cutting them out in my initial install. If you're looking for that video of how I did the initial install, you can find it on my TikTok. That video I'm going to make sure I tag down in the description. I don't want to talk too much in this video for you guys. I just want you to like kind of watch and relax. But all the products I use, I'm going to make sure I put them in the description, including this glue right here. One thing I will say though is maybe I should have just done the ball cap because as I kind of watch this back, I'm like, oh shoot, I got enough glue on my hairline and I could have avoided that by just doing it, but I guess I was kind of lazy. So don't be like me, guys. Be better. Be better. She suggests that you use 4 to 6 layers of her glue, but I already knew I wasn't leaving the wig on super long, like probably 3 days, 4 days max. So I really just did like 3 layers, and then I end up putting glue on the outside of my lace, which I'll show you guys how I do that later on in the video. Another tip you want to remember, make sure that each layer of glue is just as thin, or is that it's the same amount as the last layer. That makes sure it dries quickly and it doesn't take super long for the next layer to dry. And B, it just makes sure that you don't have like a gunky, messy install. You can always like go back and add another layer if you don't think it's enough. I blow dry on cool always. And then I apply the lace right on top. I don't put it behind. I literally put the edge of that lace at the edge of where the glue is, like wherever that glue is. So if anything, it's almost best to put less glue than put more, because if you mess up and you put too much glue too far down on your head, it's too much to clean that up. And then if you have to drag and put the lace too far down, it'll look funny. Like, it's just too much. And yeah, I put a widow's peak on it, I guess, for the first install. That's why I have that little piece sticking out. I learned this tip from another YouTuber. Her name is Felicia Ducasse. I hope I'm saying the name correctly. And basically, she said this is a tip you can use when applying transparent lace. Any lace that's not HD, you're going to have to involve just a little more manipulation to give it an HD kind of look and give it more of a seamless look to where you can't find the edge of the lace, you know? So she said if you take the back of your rat tail comb and just a dollop side, just a little dot of glue, you can apply it all over the edge of the lace till it turns clear, and this will give it more of a melted look, not just under the lace but on top, to kind of seal it in. Also, if you really just want to achieve a flawless install, just try and keep a little paper towel with some toner or witch hazel, or better yet, some alcohol, so you can keep your comb clean and not sticky, because the stickier your instruments are, the messier your installs are going to come out. And you know, I just learned that over time, because child, yeah, just keep wiping them down so everything, it just stays nice and neat. I just want to note, this is the same makeup I put on my boa cap, under my lace, and now I'm putting it on top of my lace. And then I'm going to use the Bougie Girl spray with a paper towel, and I'm just going to dab that all across my frontal. Remember to blow dry on cool before putting on your melt band, just to make sure everything isn't super sticky when you take the melt band off. And I try to leave it on for at least 15 minutes. Some people 10. I try to leave mine on for at least 15 minutes, if not more. Alright, I already sprayed some heat protectant on the hair. I'm just combing it out. As you can see, it's a pretty small section. I take the Sebastian shaper spray, comb that through, and then I begin curling away from my face. So I have the top of the rod pointing upwards. I clamp, and then I just move down the shaft of the hair, rotating. And then once I collect all the hair, I hold it a few seconds, drop it. I don't really squeeze it and hold it, if I'm being completely honest. I really don't. And then once I get the curl how I want it, I just pin it up, and then I can repeat that process. I could literally make a whole video on its own just about how I do my baby hairs. In essence, I section them out, pluck them, cut them, trim them, whatever. Use a curler, curl them, and then I can style them how I want. And I always use at least 2 products, like spritz and gel, or mousse and gel, or spritz and mousse. Sometimes I just use mousse, sometimes I just use spritz. In this video, I use mousse and gel because I wanted to have movement as I'm styling them. But once they were positioned how I wanted them, I didn't want to have to maintain them throughout each wear. So that's why I used the gel, and I use Got To Be because it has a firmer hold. You could blow dry on warm for a little while, that's fine. You can use heat and then just toggle back to the cool air just so you're not like, burning yourself or hurting yourself. Okay, so this is the finished look. This is the finished look. Get into it, get into it. Honestly, the best part is the versatility of the lace. I mean, of the cap. Cap is able to do glueless, or you can wear it with glue. This insole was installed using glue. I used about 4 layers, I believe, of the Brit Bougie Supply lace glue. The glue is absolutely phenomenal. It lasts, it holds. Whereas any other glue, I don't care what glue you're gonna find on the market, you do need to maintain, especially if it's a frontal. You do have to tie it down, or you will have lifting, like, period. Like, there's no getting around it. Lace is not durable. Don't matter if it's HD, transparent, it's not that durable if you don't tie it down. You know, it don't matter if you bought a $1,000 wig or if you bought it for $79 off of Amazon. I don't care what you say. So yeah, I've worn like orange ginger before, but I've never worn like red. I wouldn't even call this like a red ginger. This is really like a red brown. I've never worn like a red brown before, so I'm definitely into it. Thing about like those ginger ones is you have to find your style of that ginger. Preferably, there's certain gingers out here that I feel on me, it's not like a year-round type of wear. You know, I couldn't wear it in all seasons and feel like it's kind of appropriate, you know. But this student, I feel like it's so appropriate in all seasons, and I'm not even dragging it. I feel like I could pull this off when winter's at its all-time high, and I could pull this off when summer's at its all-time high. And right now I'm recording this in the beginning of August, and I feel like it's a perfect, it like the deepness of the color probably gives fall, but it's very lightweight. It's not super heavy, so you could still wear it in the summer, spring, or the winter time. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah, I'm definitely feeling it. I'm gonna make sure that I link it in my link tree. If you're looking for my link tree, just hit the description box. You're gonna find it down there, so you guys can visit the company's page through Amazon and see what other units, including this one, that they'll be selling.